Just want to let y'all know that the sound quality is going to be a little bit messed up, but yeah, enjoy. Setup Reactions, Episode 3. Alright, so to get started, we have Avid Plays with a nice clean blue setup. He's 14 years old, my bad. Overall, really clean dual monitor setup for 14 years old. I love the aesthetic and everything. Nice all blue. The PC really does match his monitors. Not to mention, he does have a floating shelf above with a bunch of different decorations. But he's running two 27-inch monitors from Asus and Dell. So overall, I would say this is right outside of the budget zone. But it's definitely a really good overall setup. My bad for the engines in the background. He's running a 3060 Ti with an Intel i7 with the Corsair Vengeance. My bad, y'all. I can't talk today. I'm so a little sick. But anyway, so overall, really nice setup. I will say right off the bat, the mouse pad is a little bit small. But overall, really good aesthetic for the room. I love the personality. Everything really comes together. I will say, figure out a way to diffuse the light or the light strips around. But overall, really clean setup. So far, so good. He is also running a racing sim setup, so I think the PC he takes from setup to setup. But overall, I would probably give the setup around an 8 out of 10 just from aesthetics and whatnot, but thank you for submitting. Next up, we got Cooper, who is 15 years old, running a triple monitor setup. I love how everything's customized, but it looks like he's running an RTX 6600 with Corsair water cooling, so he's running an AMD graphics card, which isn't bad. I don't really see a whole lot of people running them. They're mostly running NVIDIA. But overall, really clean setup. I love the aesthetic. I love how he's got a custom headboard sitting in the back, which is where he plugs in all of the stuff. It really makes it a little bit more easier to do things. As well as the headphone stand sitting right there, because it's got a really cool aesthetic to it. Overall, though, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Next up, we've got Bingus from my server. But he's running a dual monitor setup. I love how everything kind of does complement each other as far as black go. I will say though, the wall is white, the freaking window is black, or the window's brown. He's got green plants. So I will say it is not very color coordinated as far as that. So I would honestly probably try to make the colors a little bit more different, which I know isn't easy. But overall, really good setup. I love the Govee lights in the background. He's running a really nice objective keyboard and a nice mouse. I don't really know what the branding for them is. I'm guessing Logitech or something. Look a little custom made though. But overall, really clean setup. The PC sitting right there with a clock on top of it and some greenery around it. So I think that's really nice because it makes that area a little bit more complimentary. For his PC specs though, we do have an i5-11600K with the RX 6750 XT. With the 650 watt power supply and an in-cool 7-inch monitor inside the PC and a 2060 Super graphics card, my bad. Overall, really nice PC. Ultimately, though, I will say it is a little bit cluttered with a bunch of stuff on top of it. But I've got to give the PC as a solid budget build a good 7 out of 10. I would just add a little bit more aesthetics and try to upgrade it in the future, though. But yeah, so overall, really good setup. I would honestly probably give the setup a 7 out of 10. I know it's a high rating, but you know. Next up, we've got Avid. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but he's from Sri Lanka. Overall, really nice setup. I love how it really does look super cozy. So I love that vibe. I love having a cozy setup. It makes it feel more welcoming. But overall, really good setup with a productivity setup and an Xbox over there. The panels on the walls are a little bit small, so I'd probably try to get bigger ones. But overall, really nice setup. For the sim setup, he's running a Thrustmaster steering wheel with a MSI monitor and a light bar with some speakers and a 45-inch TV. So overall, really nice sim setup. I love how, the sim setup does really fit and complement the other setup to shape an L desk, which I'm guessing it is an L desk. He just kind of added some stuff on there. But overall, really good aesthetics. I'd probably give the overall setup a solid 9 out of 10. Next up, we've got Dennis with the nice single monitor setup running with a PS4, I think. I think he's running a PS4 with this setup. Overall, really clean setup. This is very, very minimalistic. I love how everything complements each other. Literally, the keyboard light complements the monitor screen. The mouse also matches a little bit, but overall, I'm probably going to give the setup an 8 out of 10, and thank you very much for submitting. Thanks for watching.